The people who win long term, like, they're not forcing it, not overproducing themselves. And I feel like that's been Justin Bieber from the beginning. He really is the definition of swag. Him being himself and being so confident in like who he is. I feel like that's what swag is. And it's like his confidence is so deafening. Because when people watch those videos of him when he was 12 years old, 15, 16, even today, we believe that he was so sure of himself, so confident. But maybe he wasn't, but he just did it. Just be yourself and everything works out.
Yeah, you gotta believe. I've been waiting to say that.
I was gonna say, Alix Cooper, like 6 years ago, she probably didn't handle things like she would now. She probably wasn't as direct. I feel like I'm just now, in the last year, being more direct. And like, that's growth. That is hashtag growth. I need to tell you, I tried this thing. I saw this TikTok of like this woman, she was trying not to be wasteful. And so she had her like raspberry.
I'm already scared.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is this on my algorithm? I feel like I'm the worst. Like my husband has to remind me to recycle. It's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Like she had like her jelly jar and there was like remnants left in her like raspberry jelly or whatever flavor it was. I have raspberry preserves like always.
Oh,
and so then she put like made her coffee, like she poured her coffee into the jar and then stirred it up. So it was like a raspberry latte.
I don't do fruit. Fruit and coffee doesn't mix for me.
Honestly, okay, so I did it. And like literally now it's just because I did a cold one. Like I didn't clearly follow the instructions because it's just so not in my nature. So I proceeded to do it, but I did a cold latte over it. So now it just like, now I'm getting the remnants of raspberry. Like I'm getting seeds in my teeth. So if I have a seed in my teeth, it's the raspberry latte that I made myself.
Delicious.
Yeah, no, not really. Like I'm learned, like as it's happening, I'm like, ugh, never again.
Yeah.
But I feel like a better person. Because I didn't waste my jelly.
I mean, you could have just like rinsed it with water and like thrown it out and, you know, it'll be good for the environment probably.
But then I would have wasted this much jelly. And who does that?
1/10 of a penny of jelly.
Like that is so rude and disrespectful to the people out there who make jelly.
Timothy W. Jelly, the inventor of jelly, is rolling in his grave. Yeah.
Timothy. Oh, speaking of Timothy, we have a lot to unpack today because it is Bieberchella, Coachella. Please tell me, I know that we are never on the same algorithm, but is Coachella on your feed?
I saw one thing, but everything else I swipe away.
Everything else is just not coming up.
I saw the Bieber. I saw one clip from Justin Bieber. I'm like, that's funny.
Funny?
And then,
explain. I was crying.
Wasn't he just like watching YouTube videos?
That's what I want to talk about because I feel like with a lot of these performances, Sabrina Carpenter, for example, she pulled out all the stops. She's doing really cool performances, like all the theatrics. And Justin Bieber is the kind of person where he doesn't have to do those things. He himself is the show. The stage was really simple. He's wearing like a hoodie. He literally at one point, like was on a stool and had his laptop and was scrolling YouTube.
That's so
pulling
funny.
up his original YouTube video that he like first posted when he wanted to become a star, and it was With You, which I think is Chris Brown, like with you, with you. Okay, did that like hit?
Yeah.
And that's why you're here, Ryan.
Yeah.
The pure honesty. Okay.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Better
but it certainly didn't tickle your ears in a good way.
No.
So because I don't have my headphones on today, so those really hit you. I don't know what I sound like right now. So other than I guess.
You sound like Taylor.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. No one's going to be shocked, okay? Just so you guys know, this is Taylor speaking, okay?
Not
I am
AI.
Taylor Doherty. I am your host. I'm joined by Ryan.
Not AI.
No, this is not an avatar. My hair is kind of like wavy. Like I feel like I'm throwing a lot at people today. Like it's not my usual look.
You have the denim.
So I'm sorry to confuse you all, but it is indeed me. I'm not catfishing you. So back to the Bieber of it all. So Justin Bieber pulls up his YouTube and it was so cool. It was like the With You, his original video, and he proceeds to sing in duet with his younger self.
That's cool.
Which was really cool. Like
that's a cool concept.
It was like really emotional and nostalgic. And I feel like people nowadays, like that's what they yearn for. Like they want the nostalgia. They want the not perfect and polished production. They want it just to feel like powerful and impactful. Yeah. And Justin Bieber has been on like a roller coaster with all of us and himself since like, gosh, how old was he? Like 12?
Yeah.
Can we fact check this?
How old was Justin Bieber?
When he posted With You.
When he posted his first, he posted, oh my God, it's not like, he's 12, it's 2007.
Wait, I can't believe I guessed 12.
Yeah, that was good.
Crazy. It was really, really nostalgic, and people were just like freaking out, singing along with him. I did see some videos that I thought were kind of interesting. Like people were posting that not everybody was super like energetic and singing along, and it wasn't like the true believers, which I'm not that shocked by because like a lot of the people going to Coachella are going there for like brand deals, influencing. I feel like it's
Yeah,
not like what it used to be 10 years ago. Granted, I didn't go 10 years ago. So I don't know what that looked like, but I could
yeah,
imagine it's like shifted,
probably. Or
like influencer era.
Coachella's never on my radar of
Did you ever
festivals.
go to Lollapalooza when you were in Chicago?
No, not really my I don't like festivals. The only concerts when I was in Chicago were like the smallest, like intimate, like like very small bands, and it's like I would like the ones that like stayed after and like talked to everybody.
And the ones where like you have the VIP meet and greet with the band, but you missed.
That I miss. Yeah,
Yeah, like
exactly.
those are the shows that you're at. You're at the House of Blues while
Yeah,
everyone's raving and on like God knows what at
yeah,
the Perry's Theater or
yeah.
Perry's stage at Lala. I will say I have been a loyal Lollapalooza girl since high school. Me and my girlfriends and guy friends, we would go in high school. We'd take the train from the suburbs, go down there. It was always chaos, but it's something like you just had to do. Growing up, it was so much fun. But I'm kind of with you. Like now I can just go for a day. Wait, okay, speaking to a quick Lollapalooza story now that we're here. 2 years ago, for a Mother's Day gift, my sisters and I got her tickets. Do you know Fisher? He's a DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's obsessed with Fisher, but not for his music, like for him, his
Okay.
personality. Like she just loves him, which granted, who wouldn't? Like he is just so much energy and like talk about a B12 shot. I know it's about Woody Harrelson last week. Like
Yeah.
Fisher is times a million. We took her to Lala and it was her first time ever going. And she doesn't understand like festivals. Doesn't under she's mind you at the time 58 years old. My mom's like I hate to say a cool mom, but she is. Like she'll do anything and she's down to clown, whatever. But like she'd understand like at Lollapalooza, you don't have cell service. You can't really like get in touch with your friends. Like you have to stay together. You know?
Yeah.
And so she's just a wanderer. Like you can't stop her. Like she gets bored super easily and just goes. And we're at Kesha, literally just Madeline and I, my sister, Kesha, and all of a sudden we look over and she's gone. And we're like, we told you, you cannot leave us. You know, we look over, she's at the Chapel Roan. She's over at the Chapel Roan merch tent. She's looking at stuff, doesn't know who Chapel Roan is. Like at all. She's just like bored. So then we're there. And then I go up to her like, Mom, like you cannot, leave us. Fast forward, cut to the Fisher set. And she wants to get front row stage. I'm like, Mom, if we're front row stage, we're like in a mosh pit. Like we're going to be with like 18-year-olds on Molly. Like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And she's like, yes, no, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay. So we are up there in the front and she's like, we're literally squished with like sardines, with all these kids like bopping around on us. And she proceeds to literally look at me and go, wait, so who's going to do the first like drink run? I was like, drink run? I'm like, we can't move from where we are for the next 3 hours, So alas, Fisher, if you're ever hearing this, Margaret Doherty is the biggest fan of your life, and we need to get you on here just for that reason. I'll have her do the interview.
That'd be funny.
I know. But the other thing with the Fisher, which was hilarious, is my mom ran into these two girls and she's talking about Fisher and she's like, oh my God, he's so great. He's so kind. His wedding was so beautiful. And these girls are like, you were at his wedding? And she's like, no, you watch it on YouTube.
That's funny. I would have just lied and been like, yeah, you weren't?
Yeah, you weren't at Fisher's wedding?
Yeah.
Please. You don't know their whole crew? Oh, I forget where it was, but it was a really beautiful wedding. Back to Justin Bieber. Festivals, though, you can catch me at one every now and then. Let's just say that. Yeah, I think that was just really cool. It was like no crazy set design. It was really just like he was the moment. Like Justin Bieber doesn't need much, like for people to be in love and want to be a part of whatever he's doing. Just such a reminder that the people who win long term, like they're not really trying their hardest. They're not forcing it, not overproducing themselves. And I feel like that's been Justin Bieber from the beginning. Would you agree?
I can't commentate on early Justin Bieber or mid Justin Bieber or current Justin Bieber, but I agree.
But I agree. That is the most, that is the show, you all. Yeah. Ryan doesn't really give an F about half the stuff I'm talking about, but he's going to support what I'm saying. So thank you. But he really is authentically himself to the point where, he just never wavered, even when he's been down bad and people have been wondering about his mental health issues or him and the Selena of it all. And Selena and do you know about that? Selena and Hailey Bieber, pitting against each other?
I did not.
Oh my gosh. Like, this
Oh
is
my
just
god. Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Selena Gomez obviously dated Justin Bieber when they were youngins, and then he got with Hailey Bieber, and the Selena Gomez fans ride or die for her. So they just like couldn't accept the fact that like he was with Hailey Bieber. And like they just pretty much cyberbullied Hailey Bieber, and like it's been like 10 years of this like craziness. Yeah, I see you typing.
I'm typing. Dang. For a second, I'm like, wait, Hailey Bieber? It's crazy. She had the same last name as him.
Yeah, no, they're married.
Yeah.
She's originally
Yeah.
Hailey Baldwin, Alec
Oh,
Baldwin's
and
niece.
niece. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're like the timeline is clicking for you as we speak.
Not really, but
Justin Bieber has kind of been like, roller coaster through the years. His most recent album was called Swag. After watching his set on, because you can now like you watch the live stream of Coachella online, he really is like the definition of swag. And I don't mean like what you, I guess, stereotypically think of as swag. It's just like him being himself and being so confident in like who he is. He doesn't like, stray from saying what he thinks, even if it's like not the most popular opinion. I feel like that's what swag is. And it's like his confidence is so deafening. Again, you don't get it. You don't get it. I agree.
I agree.
That really was like my biggest takeaway. People were comparing his set to Sabrina Carpenter's, which like I hate that. It's like they're completely different artists. Like Sabrina Carpenter is more of a pop star. She's
Yeah.
gonna be, doing cartwheels and have like, the
Backup,
lights
like
and
dancers and yeah.
yes. And they're like, this is what a real like they showed a clip of her set and was like, this is what a real headliner is. Like, what's this about Justin Bieber? He's like laying on like the stage, like just like being chill. But it's
See,
like
I like that more. I think it's funny.
exactly. Like they're completely different. So comparing them, I
Yeah.
feel like isn't
I think
fair.
I mean, I don't listen to this music, but but I listen to other music, but I feel like, every band's or every performer or whatever, they all have there's different places for all of them. So yeah, you have there's a time and place where you want the performance, you want the experience, the pop star, and then yeah, like you said, there's a time and place for intimacy where you're like, this is just a guy. I like both kinds of shows.
That's why festivals I feel like are a thing. Because you get to see different genres, different artists. It's not like the same type of performer every headliner. No, I'm with you.
Except
I'm like
EDM festivals, because it's just like a guy standing behind, pressing the play button and nodding his head, and then eventually clapping his hands.
and Margaret, my mother, is in the front row, like,
Yeah.
I'm losing it. That's just not my jam. I want to like watch Justin Bieber pull up his 12-year-old self, and I want to like have nostalgia. I want to
I
be like,
don't.
this is what art is.
Yeah.
And the whole circling back to like the main takeaway and like how I felt, like that is, I feel like, a true artist, like someone who like provokes that emotion. Yes, there's certain artists like Sabrina Carpenter. Like I've never been to her show, but I could imagine it's more entertaining. It's
Yeah.
more like, ooh, look, like my eyes are constantly going. Whereas Justin Bieber's performance, he's one of those people where it's like he could literally just stand there for a
Yeah.
long time and we're just captivated. I try to think about people in today's day and age, like the Gen Zers, like, which I know you and I fall in that category, but I'm saying like the younger crew, like who their artists are that provoke that emotion and are impactful.
I live in a music bubble.
Is it like somber? Is it Doja Cat? Like, I don't know. But I'm just trying to think of all the
I feel
people.
like it's whatever is currently viral on TikTok is
Yeah.
probably what they listen to.
Like all those trending songs.
Yeah.
But really, honestly, his Coachella performance, they're calling it like Bieberchella because he took over Coachella this year. It just shows you that he doesn't have to come out and ever prove himself. Like
Yeah.
he still got it. He's better than everyone for the most part when he's going to be at a festival. Like, let's be real, it's Bieberchella. And like, he deserves to be there. He has worked so hard and he can just be himself. So when I was thinking about the Justin Bieber performance and just myself in general and all of us, we don't need to be the most polished version of ourselves to show up. Like, you just need to show up and
Yeah.
then you take it from there. So I didn't realize that
looking at
Justin Bieber's performance was going to make me like really get deep, but like it seriously made me think about that.
I'm looking at the full lineup of Coachella. See if
You're
there's
like, so
anyone else.
everything you just said, I don't care. Like, who else headlined this year?
Well, I don't care about the headline. I don't know who Carol G is.
Oh, she was just on Call Her Daddy this week.
I still don't know who that is.
Call her daddy, Alex
No,
Cooper's podcast?
I know what Call Her Daddy is. I don't know what Who Carol G is. And
Oh, no, I don't either, but all I know is I saw she was
are
on
they
the
big enough
podcast.
that they headlines?
I think it's a girl.
Yeah. Hold on. Who is this?
Maybe that's their Carol G or their Justin Bieber, our Gen Zers. Like, maybe, like, who knows? Is she the one that, like, is bringing the emotion right now?
Maybe she's Colombian, sings reggaeton and urban pop and Latin R&B. Never heard of this person. I've never heard of half of these people.
I know that's the hardest thing as, like, I get older too, and I'm not as in tune with, like, the music culture. I feel like I don't know half the people that are even on these lists,
I
but
just
I
think it's
do damn well know Bieberchella.
Saturday being Justin Bieber, The Strokes, and Addison Rae like within 4 people. That's whiplash right there. That's wild.
That's a stacked cast for sure.
That's something.
That group of people, I'm going to Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Like, was it really hard for people to decide? I don't know. That's always the worst. Oh my God, these festival people, like the owners or whoever's like running the calendar, when they like put the best people side by side, it's seriously Sophie's choice. It's like, who do we see? So I wonder what people were like actually questioning. Do I see Addison Rae or do I see Justin Bieber? Probably our little, Gen Zers we keep talking about, or I keep talking about, I should
Younger
say.
Gen Z. I think younger Gen Z, maybe Gen Alpha, probably want Addison Rae. I didn't even know Addison Rae made music. I thought she was just like a TikToker.
No, yeah, she got into music like right after doing TikTok videos and all that. So like she is a really good performer and like a killer dancer. She we learned from her TikTok videos.
Yes, sure.
But like just to wrap up this whole Bieberchella of it all is like for him, even I would love to ask Justin Bieber when we have him on the show.
Let's get him on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
when we have him on. I would love to ask him like that video of himself where he's singing with you that he posts to YouTube or any of those earlier videos of himself. Like he probably didn't feel ready. He probably in the moment was like, oh God, I don't want to speak for him, but like even I can speak for myself. Half the time when I release something, I'm like, well, this could be better. This could be tweaked. This could be this. But you have to just do it and go for it and post it even though it's like uncomfortable. And like just do it when you're not ready. So I would love to ask Justin Bieber, because when people watch those videos of him when he was 12 years old, 15, 16, even today, we believe that he was so sure of himself, so confident. But over the years, we've probably like seen with his mental health journey, like maybe he wasn't, but he just did it.
Also, I think being skyrocketed to pop stardom at a young age probably is a little detrimental to the old noggin.
Well, and like one day you and I have to get into the whole P. Diddy of it all. Because
P. Diddy, does Bieber have connections to P. Diddy?
Well, Bieber, like Usher was his, what's a like prodigy or what Justin Bieber be?
Like, mentor. Yeah, mentor,
yes.
yeah.
And Usher really took Justin Bieber under his wing. And there are some rumors and some stories of like Justin Bieber being involved in these like parties and these like this crazy environment, which like granted, he was probably subjected to it from a young age and trying to be in this world.
Yeah. Which
is so just twisted. I honestly makes my stomach hurt even thinking about the P. Diddy of it all, but we will cover it.
Yeah, that's on the conspiracy theory episode of Taylor Takes.
We'll do it. And you know what? Let's just go to the Brooklyn jail and ask Diddy himself. That's where he comes in.
Wasn't he? Oh no, it was R. Kelly was in the Chicago jail for a bit.
Yes.
I remember that.
Gosh, all of that. What is wrong with these people? A lot. What I think about Justin Bieber, it really just comes down to, I feel like the main core message of why we all wonder, like, why are we here? What's our purpose? It's like, just be yourself and everything works out.
Yeah, you got to believe. I've been waiting to say that.
Brian, you gotta believe.
Yes.
And scene.
And
that was incredible.
Straight to credits.
Other things that came up from Coachella, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. We know that they're together.
What?
You know this.
No.
Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet?
No, I did not know this.
Ryan. Okay, so they started being together maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago. But so she goes with him to like all of like the award shows, or she sits with him at the Oscars, all of those things. But they never walk the carpet together most times. And so they were spotted at Coachella, together in this crowd, having the time of their lives. I can't believe you didn't know they were together.
I don't know why I thought he was with Zendaya. But I feel like that's just because of the movie Dune.
Yeah, no, you're just like, Zendaya's married to Tom Holland.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I just remembered that, yeah. But I thought that was just because of Spider-Man.
We love that. Well, true. Yeah. You know what? You're not too far off with your cat.
I think that's just marketing for Spider-Man.
That could be it. But anyway, so they were spotted together. And I think it's so funny. Like, so I forget who posted this, but someone posted Kylie and Timothy and Kendall Jenner, like all of these like big A-list celebrities, like they are in the crowd at Coachella, like with everyone. Like even they have to be like in the mosh pits because there probably isn't like these like VIP areas that they can, be secluded in.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I also
Or,
didn't know. I didn't know there were mosh pits at
well,
pop
when I say
festivals.
mosh pit, I just mean like everybody's like super tight together.
Gotcha.
You know?
I'm thinking metal show mosh pit where people are getting punched in the face.
Yeah, no. Timothy Chalamet is definitely punching Jacob Elordi in the face. Like that is what's happening. That's what's going down. So the other couple, this is a very like Kardashian Jenner compilation really quick for you, Ryan. So we said
Okay.
Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet spotted. We already knew they were together, but like really fun to see them
Obviously,
doing,
yes.
like fun couple things.
Yes.
The other one was Kendall Jenner was spotted making out with Jacob Elordi.
I don't know who that is.
Jacob Elordi was Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein.
Did you see
What?
Frankenstein, the movie? Which actually, that doesn't help.
1930s, like Frankenstein?
No, the one that came out this year. That doesn't help you at all because, like, that doesn't look like him.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see it. Wait, that was
Yeah, no, I
is that
didn't
the
see it
one?
either.
Is that the one by what's his name? Guillermo del Toro? Yeah, no, I never saw it. I don't have Netflix.
But no, yeah. So they were spotted making out. They were first seen talking at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. So like this past March, was it?
Yeah.
Talking and like they seriously would be such a cute couple. The only thing is that I just find like Kendall Jenner's dating record so interesting. Like she really doesn't have a type. Think about it. It's like the Devin Bookers, Blake Griffin, basketball players. Then she dated Bad Bunny, who's like
Classic.
so artsy, like certainly not, I feel like who you would consider a Devin Booker type. And then now Jacob Elordi, I would say is so artsy. He has no social media. He has this like mysterious like accent. Like I don't know where he's from. Maybe he's from like
I think he's from Australia. I think I read.
yeah, okay. But he's like, it's hot. Honestly, it's mysterious and it's hot. But then he's always like he dated Zendaya.
Classic.
Because Euphoria. All roads lead back to Zendaya. Just like last week, all roads lead back to Bravo. So anyways, that's the update there. I really do ship them because I think that like they're just both such beautiful, beautiful people. I don't see them being endgame because I seriously at this point don't know who I see Kendall Jenner with. It's just like, it's hard for anybody to put a pin on it. The other Card Jenner spotting was, guess which Kardashian was seen at Coachella that I didn't mention. This will be fun.
Okay. Let me get the list.
Yeah, pull up the list
All
of
right,
them.
all right.
Like, who do you think would go out of the ones that isn't Kylie and isn't Kendall?
Chloe.
Why do you say that?
I highlighted.
First
I don't
name you
think it's Kim. So
Really?
it's gonna be between Courtney and Chloe.
Okay, well, it was Kim.
Damn it.
But it's fair because you don't even know these people. Okay, Chloe would, I feel like, never do a festival like that. She like likes to be home and like she's like the most fun, but not her scene. Courtney would not unless her husband, Travis Barker, you know Travis.
Yes.
Yes, he is her husband. If he was performing, she would be there for sure. Anyway, so Kim Kardashian was spotted with her boyfriend, we're saying, Lewis Hamilton. I think he's like an F1 driver. Is F1 the right term?
Yeah.
F1.
I don't watch F1, but
I think.
yes.
Basically, that's the updates on couples that were spotted at Coachella, which was a lot of the Card Jenner crew. And I don't know, I really like this for Kim. Lewis Hamilton seems like somebody who's at her wavelength, in terms of success, financially, the allure of him. So I could see this really working out because they're at the same level. And I know we've talked about before, people don't have to date if they're not on the same level, but let's be real. Somebody at a Kim Kardashian level, like she needs a guy who isn't insecure. He has his own thing going on. He's super confident in who he is because she, you have to be with how much, fame she has, whether it's good, bad, all the things. She's being talked about on a regular basis. So I really do ship Kim and Lewis. What about you, Ryan? Do you ship them?
Yeah.
They look
why
cute
not?
together.
Why not? I'll give it an A+.
One other thing, I know I brought up influencing. I feel like there's definitely been an influencer shift. And this one influencer I follow, her name's Girl Boss Town. She was posting like more like realistic Girl Boss Town. I know. She was posting more realistic day in the life of Coachella as somebody who didn't have like a brand deal at Coachella. Like, she was going to enjoy, take content, be a part of it. And like she got to her hotel and her hotel room wasn't available. Just sweating, the exhaustion, the chaos. And I feel like that is what people want to see instead of the perfectly curated looks. And it just comes back to the Justin Bieber of it all. Like you don't got to be overproduced, like not so polished. We're exiting the era of perfection. Damn. Are we?
Probably not. I feel like there's always going to be a facade of fake on what was also Hollywood and also high level influencing on the internet. There's always going to be a form of production value, doing 1,000 takes for something that's real.
Yes. No, literally. And I feel like it takes time to get over that hump. Like it's just reminding me, like to just when you're yourself and you're relatable, which again, I feel like is so exhausting, those terms like authentic, relatable, all of that. But it does outperform at the end of the day being perfect. Because what is perfect,
There's no such thing as perfect.
Exactly, Ryan. That was the
Yes.
answer. I was quizzing you.
Thank you.
And you passed. So that is me basically taking the Bieberchella and making it very deep and really getting into my feelings.
Nice.
Are we ready to move on?
I want to pull up one fun point of
Please.
Coachella. I saw a very funny, I think it was a TikTok or an Instagram reel. It was a guy filming Fort Lauderdale Beach. And Fort Lauderdale is like 35 minutes south of me ish. And it's like, wow, everything's so quiet. All the Coachella people aren't here. So now that like spring break, they're going to go there instead. Spring break in South Florida, it's not fun. It's awful. We're like a tourist destination.
Oh, for
especially
sure.
dating, like you go on dating apps and it's like every other girl's like, oh yeah, they're here for like a week. I'm just like, please leave.
Well, at least they're honest. Like, could you imagine if like you
Some
fell
of
in
them
love with
are,
someone
yeah.
and then she's like, by the way, I'm just here for 3 days. See ya.
Well, no, sometimes they don't. A lot of times they don't always say that, but that's why I always check like where they're from and where it's like you can pick where you live, and if it's or like the unit, like if they're or like if they're in college or something, and I'm like, okay, they're obviously not from here. If it says they don't live here, I'm like, oh, swipe left. You're not.
Swipe.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a rose this week. I'm not wasting my one free rose on a spring breaker.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Oh my gosh, lessons learned.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've done that.
So actually, now you know that when Coachella is happening, that's when you go on Hinge again and try to date
dating.
people.
Yeah.
Like that's the time. Like that's when you're gonna find your woman. Okay, so let's talk about.
Oh boy.
The Alixes.
The Alixes.
Alix Cooper, who I brought up with Caller Daddy earlier, and Alix Earle. Do you know Alix Earle?
Are they in the Earl Grey family?
No. Or wait, maybe.
That was a stupid one. Alix with an I. I've never
Earl
seen
Grey, like the Earl Grey tea.
Yeah, I know that was stupid. Yeah. I've never seen this person in my life.
Okay, so she is a peak influencer. She really got her start years ago in college when she was at the University of Miami, Florida girl. And basically she started posting like get ready with me. She had this really like wild acne journey and she was very honest about it and vulnerable. And she has just like this really big personality. She's gorgeous and she got a huge following. So that's a really quick little cliff note on her. Alix Cooper signed her on for a podcast called Hot Mess. So they're good. We're like, okay, like this is so fun. Like the Alixes are working together, all that jazz. However, Alix Earle's podcast ends up getting dropped by the Unwell Network, Alix Cooper's network. And this was like in February of 2025. So nobody knew why. Earle continued with the podcast. She went about her life. It didn't impact her career because she was already so big without Alix Cooper. But that's just kind of like how they knew each other. And from that moment, so since February of 2025, we've all been kind of wondering, like, what happened? But nobody spoke on it. Like, nobody said, like, there was a falling out, there was this, there was that, until Ryan. Maybe like a couple months ago, it's been starting to kind of come out with like random little Easter eggs. I feel like it's like a Taylor Swift Easter egg hunt of Alix Earle. You know how Taylor Swift does like the Easter eggs? Like she does like these little like
no idea.
The Swifties are like all about an Easter egg. And like, ooh, she wore red tonight. That means that the album's called Red. Like,
I think that's just delusional Swifties.
Which you know what? We love a little delusion.
As much as you know what? I love Swifties. Please don't attack me.
Yeah, no Swifties. Like that's the last thing we need.
Yeah.
Like we don't need Swifties coming for us, Ryan.
I'm gonna do a side. Can I do a side tangent to teach you a fun story about my things that interest me?
Yes.
You know about the.
You're like, can I talk about shit that I want to talk about? Great.
No, I think you'll like this. There is a war and hold on, let me find out I want to find out the year.
A war.
It's called I call it the Great Tooler Swift War. Are you aware of the band Tool?
No.
All right, Tool is like a metal band, alt metal, like a bands, some metal bands. Very, very popular. Very, very popular. Probably one of the most popular like metal rock bands of all time.
Hmm.
And for the longest time, they hadn't put out an album in like 15 years. They also hadn't had any of their music on any streaming platforms. And all of a sudden, they announced in 2019, they're putting all of their music on all the streaming platforms and they're releasing a new album. And this was at the exact same time that Taylor Swift was releasing a new album. And
Which
it
one?
beat,
That's important.
let me see.
I mean, it's really not because every album she releases is like a huge deal. But
It was Taylor Swift's At Her Own Game. I don't know if is that an album or is that like
I
a
don't
single
know.
or, wait, no, Taylor Swift beat Taylor Swift at her own game. I'm really stupid.
Okay, I was
Love,
like, I don't know that album.
Lover.
Okay, that was a big
Yeah.
one.
It beat it to number 2.
Tool versus Taylor Swift. That's
So
amazing.
Tool beat Taylor Swift. That's how big Tool is. It was really funny because I think it was still Twitter at the time. You had all these like teen girls and like, young girls freaking out and having meltdowns over this like band for like middle-aged guys essentially, and just like this a bunch of middle-aged older guys now, and they're weird. They're a bunch of I mean, okay, the main singer, he's a character,
But we love
but
weird. Like
yeah, I know,
that is what
I love it.
drives us.
Maynard James Keenan's one of the coolest dudes ever. He's a absolute weirdo, but he's such a cool guy. That's the singer.
Mhm.
And you have all these just like young girls just having meltdowns over this random band out a set to them out of the blue. They've never heard of beating their goddess.
Because who could?
Yeah.
In their mind.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Exactly. Because no one could beat Taylor Swift, and then except for Tool, because that's the power of Tool.
The
Anyways,
power of
yeah.
Tool. Really, like, here's the thing about the Swifties is they get fired up. Like they
I know,
ride
yeah.
for Taylor until the cows go home. And like I respect a fan base like that 100%.
I
But it's
don't.
almost like, but they ride to like a fault. Like sometimes you
Yeah.
have to also be like, wait, is this song good? Like
Sometimes you remember.
Travis
Wait.
Kelce kind of not really a great couple. Like, here's my thing. I feel like they don't have chemistry, personally. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Like, this doesn't seem like it could work. But like, they want to ride for anything she does. And I have my one girlfriend, she would always tell me, like, you just don't like Taylor Swift because it's mainstream. Like, it's like mainstream to like her or whatever. This was in college. I'm like, no, I genuinely don't love her music. This was at the time. This was in college. I'm like, I don't have that emotional provocation. Like we were provocation. Is that a word that we were talking
Close
about?
enough.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the vibe of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't feel that when I hear her music at the time. I will say her recent albums, there's a couple of songs like the thing, like I can't even say them. Like they don't come to my mind like off the tongue,
Yeah.
But I have grown a respect for her after I watched Miss Americana. Have you seen that documentary she did?
No.
It's actually really good. Like she is a lyricist. Like she is a hard worker. She definitely is a mastermind. And so I will give it to her. Like she's a businesswoman, all of that. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I will never jump on and call myself a Swiftie. Because also, I don't want to like knock Swifties for that. Like, I'm never going to go to a concert, really. Like, I'm probably not going to make a friendship bracelet for my friends like she does,
It sounds like a cult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, are you part of the Tool cult?
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I should have worn my Tool shirt.
Wait, it's called the Toolture?
No, I said I worn my Tool shirt.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
okay.
So it's funny you mentioned that. Tool has like the fan base of Tool has like has a notion of being very elitist and very like, it's very funny. So it's funny you mentioned that because it is there kind of is one.
Like a cult. Like that's the thing. I feel like every artist probably does with their diehard fans. Like has some sort of a cult. Like the Beliebers, like they ride for him. Like So Selena Gomez we talked about earlier. So much to the point where they were like cyberbullying his wife. Like
classic.
What? I don't feel like I have somebody. Honestly, okay. You know what my cult is? Friends.
Like the show?
Yes. Like I ride for all of those characters so hard. And like when Matthew Perry died, I cried.
Fair.
Yeah, like it really, really affected me. Like talk about, is this episode all about like emotions and provoking them. I need to think of a new word than provoking, because like if you literally search this transcript, it's all
I
I'm
think it's
freaking
maybe
saying.
it's I think you're meaning is it invoking maybe, not provoking?
Invoking,
Wait, invoking. I think it's
invoking.
invoking. To call upon appeal, put into operation, offering. Oh,
Wait, I've been using the wrong word.
hold
That's
on.
funny.
Oh yeah,
Pro-
evoke an emotion is the right. Yeah, evoke.
Okay, I've been
Causing
saying
specific feeling.
provoke.
You've been saying provoke. It's evoking emotions. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. Now we learned
Yeah.
that. But yeah, no, that's too good. But yeah, so the Friends cast, like when Matthew Perry died, I swear, like I have family friends and my friends texting me, being like, "Are you okay? Like, how are you?" It seriously felt like such a loss. And granted, I never met him or any of the castmates for that matter. But it's like I understand why these people, like you with Tool, my friends who love
I mean,
Taylor Swift.
I don't even think it's that. I mean, it's just like there's a lot of like movies and like TV show. Like, there's a lot of celebrities and stuff. Like when David Lynch, David Lynch. Please tell
No.
me to. Oh my, you know what? He's an American film director. He did like Twin Peaks and
Oh
Eraser.
no.
Anyways, he's a character. Anyways, when he passed away, I think within the last year, like that devastated me. Absolutely devastated me because he's like, for as a filmmaker, he's someone that like is someone to look up to. But I don't even think it's like I don't think it's about like the cold part. I think it's just like there's things that made give you meaning in life and made you feel a certain way, and it's sad when they pass or anything because they affected your life. They made art that connected with you. I think it's beyond like I think the cult part is different. I don't think I'm part of like a Tool cult because I mean, well, I think their drummer is the best drummer alive. I don't think like I'm not gonna go to war if they. I'm not gonna change my if they have a commentary on one. They kind of for the most part stay in their lanes in most things, which is why I like them a lot. Uh, but it's not. It's like unlike other celebrities. But I think it's less of the you're part of a cult versus just like it's just a piece of art and artists that affected me emotionally. Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna go fight someone in the comments because they say the lead guy of Tool, like, said the wrong thing. Like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna, like, go battle for them. I feel like that's the difference between what you and I are saying. Like,
Yeah.
we love those things and we're supporting it, but yeah, like,
I
I'm not
think I
gonna
think I
go
think there are
fight
people on
people
the
in the comment
internet.
section.
There are people on the internet who take it to a insane and an emphasis on the word insane degree.
Mhm. Are you sure? Google that word. Are you using the right word?
No,
Because
I'm
I wanna
using
make
the
sure
right
now that we're
word.
using the right words moving forward.
I could say much meaner things. Especially like I think
Ludicrous.
the yeah, Luda. I think that like with the Taylor Swift
Talk
more.
about evoke emotion,
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
and,
2000s. There we go. There's your early 2000s pop uh or dance
yeah,
music.
that's our squad. That's our
Callback,
squad
yeah.
right there. No,
Um
I'm with you. It is crazy, like, how we can feel something for someone that we've never met.
yeah. It's just I mean, I think art is that powerful if you can just, you can evoke emotion. That's the right way of using it. You can evoke
Mhm.
emotion just from a song or like a movie or TV show. I think it's some people just take it too too far with specifically with like Taylor Swift, the cult of personality of like she the like putting her on a pedestal and being like this is a goddess essentially, she could do no
Like, she
wrong. And
yes,
yeah,
that's what makes
that's
wrong.
when it becomes a cult of like okay, you're following this like random woman you don't know to war essentially.
But
um
the thing is, Ryan, is I was almost guilty of that with Matthew Perry. Like, with his, like, alcohol and drug addiction, like, I almost didn't wanna, like, believe it, or I was like, "Oh, like, he must just be going through something." Like, I don't know, I feel like you almost do make excuses in your head because you want them
well
to
yeah,
be that perfect
you
person that
yeah
you envision them to
yeah.
be. Um, so I do get it. Okay, wait, we gotta get back to now that I'm thinking, like, the whole Alix Earle of it all, because I feel like we started and I'm
I
like,
think
now we, like
this is a more important conversation.
no, it honestly is a way more like,
Yeah,
what we're talking about, like, hits way more, but I
yeah.
just wanna wrap it up with, like, what is
Okay,
actually
okay,
going
okay.
on between the 2 of them. So, basically, I gave you the cliff notes about, like, who Alix Earle is, how her and Alex Cooper know each other, and so Alix Earle reposted a TikTok by the video was by Ashley, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Ashley Tiscareno, AKA the Bravo Mom. And basically, this video, this TikToker, she was comparing Alex Cooper to an ambulance chaser. She was basically saying she shows up right after breakups, divorces, like really traumatic life experiences that people have, and is like, let me interview you. Like, here's the mic. And it kind of gets women, oh, just spit on my mic there. It kind of gets women when they're like their most vulnerable, is what this Bravo Mom TikToker was saying, which, like, I guess you could say that Alex Cooper profits from like this heartbreak, and you could argue that it's not girl power. But at the same time, like Dave Portnoy, you know Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so he, jumped in, does this new thing called Tea by the Sea, where he just like shares his take on something, like while he lays on his beach chair, because like that's the stage of life he's in. He's living it up. And he was talking about this thing today. And he was basically saying, like, doesn't every interviewer do that? Like Oprah? Like, think about all the major interviewers. Like, they're giving these people platforms to talk about this thing in their life. So I don't know if Alex Cooper's not the first one to like,
I
interview
think
these people when
I
they're
think
down.
how the what is it, the Bravo person? What is it? The
Bravo,
Bravo
mom.
late Bravo, I was gonna say Bravo Mama. Bravo
Bravo,
mom.
mama. I like that
Yeah.
better.
The Bravo mom, I think what she's alluding to is it's more of like that chase of like imagine I think there's a difference between Oprah, who's like, I'm going to invite you after you've started the grieving process onto my show to share your emotions with the world at your disclosure. And normally with those shows, like I assume they talk about and they're given like, hey, here's what we're going to talk about, and they will talk to producers or even Oprah and be like, hey, I don't want to talk about XYZ, and they go, okay, absolutely. Versus what this Bravo mom is probably alluding to of like how what does she call it? Like she's chasing what is it? She's
An
uh, uh,
ambulance chaser.
an ambulance. That sounds like, you ever see the movie Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh my God. Okay, I've seen like clips of it, but I haven't seen it all the way through.
So
But I know what you're talking
Nightcrawler
about.
he's a legitimate. So that's a movie where he's a legit. He plays like a journalist who like immorally goes right on the scene to film like car crashes and like murders and stuff, and like it's to the point where he goes crazy and breaks the law to do it. So I feel like it's more of like that, of not literally that, but like invading someone's privacy and personal. It sounds more like she's prying and intervening and intruding into personal lives in order to get the scoop while the ambulance is still on the scene.
You're actually hitting it right on the head of what
Yeah.
Bravo Mama was talking about.
Bravo.
Bravo Mama. But I struggle with this myself. Like when I see something happen online, or when I'm prepping to interview somebody that maybe something salacious happened recently, like I find myself wanting to ask those questions, wanting to, go there. But there's something that feels dirty about it. And like
Yeah.
if it doesn't feel right to your core, then like that's how I go about it. I'm like, oh, if this doesn't feel like something like I feel 100% good in asking the person, or if it's not coming from a 100% good place, like I'm just trying to get like a got me moment,
Yeah.
I don't do it, because I would rather have like a connection, a conversation with someone than like a virality moment.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm still like, doing this and figuring it out. So who's to say once I could get any guest I want, I like wouldn't go there. But I do like to think that like it is something you have to ask yourself. And I do think Alex Cooper, like I watch her interviews, like every now and then, like I don't think she almost doesn't go there enough sometimes. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, like I think like maybe we could have asked it differently.
I think from my limited knowledge of Alex Cooper and the 0 episodes I've watched of the Call Her Daddy podcast. However, I did watch the Hannah Montana special hosted by her, and a
Yes. Oh,
common
so you know who she
criticism.
is from that perspective.
Yeah, and a common criticism, and I have the same criticism of that. First off, it shouldn't have been an interview. I think it was stupid. I think overall the thing was like one of the biggest waste of times, minus
I
the
still haven't
performances.
seen it, but I remember you telling me about it, and I'm
Yeah,
like, that
yeah.
doesn't excite me. I don't want to watch
It's not
an interview.
exciting. Yeah, besides the performances, it was the most uninteresting thing ever. Biggest nostalgia bait that failed. I think a common criticism people were having was it was the opposite. She was asking like lowball, like softball questions, like easiest questions. Like I might as well ask her like, do you like puppies? Like, yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting from you just watching one thing she's done, picking up on that.
Yeah.
That's more my critique with it. Like when she had Kim Kardashian on, she's asking her to like text her sisters like pranks. I'm like, you have an opportunity to sit down with Kim Kardashian and you're gonna have her do these like games. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like, granted, it's so incredible that she can get these people and that people trust her and sit down with her and do divulge all this information to her. There's definitely something, that she has that's captivating. And I will say, I'll give Alice Cooper this. She's such a freaking hard worker. It's insane. I don't know how she sleeps and how she gets everything done. I feel there's always something new that's being posted that she's behind or doing. But yeah, that's common criticism you see. Either the lowball questions, or she's jumping on an interview with someone and releasing it within 24 hours from like a really traumatic thing that just hit the press. So
Yeah.
that was Bravo Mom's take. people can agree, disagree, but there is some truth to that video if you really
Yeah.
look at the history of her interviews.
I think it's just like it's a moral question, not to get ridiculously deep. Of like, I mean,
No, I
you can
like
say
getting deep.
you can say the same thing about like the news. Like if you think about it, the news profits off of tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's a Tool song, actually. I think they mentioned that in a Tool song. If you think about it, they profit off of people dying.
Mm-hmm.
They run commercial, like you'll get a commercial after being like, yeah, a family of 4 were brutally stabbed to death by a serial killer, and it's like, anyways, sponsored by Cheerios. Like it's like, if you think about it for a second, like that's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Or even
Like
today,
really
Britney
messed up. Yeah,
Spears, I was watching, I forget what news, ABC or whatever, and they announced
yeah,
that Britney Spears is going to rehab. And it was like Britney Spears, which I can't believe that surfaced today. I'm like, oh, I just always am thinking about my girl Britney. That's nostalgia right there. But Britney was like, they were saying, oh, she went to rehab. I swear to God, Ryan, they gave it like maybe 10 seconds. They gave the update and they're like, well, anyway, so on to the weather. I was like, it just feels so, and like, granted, we're doing this. I'm giving
yeah,
updates on people's life, but there
yeah,
is totally an approach. And I'm not saying I'm always doing it 100% right. I'm going to make mistakes. And, like no one can ever be quote unquote, even though we don't want to use the word perfect, and how they, address things. But I do think if you come from a place of genuine curiosity and kindness, it will fall together. And
yeah,
I think that that's what this woman was kind of targeting with
yeah.
Alex Cooper was like, she's coming
It's
from
not
more of a
coming.
place
Yeah,
of clickbait
yeah.
instead of like, I want to sit down with you.
She's seeing like something happen, a tragedy or something happen, and instead of being like, oh, let's use this so they can, as a platform for her to get out of her get out her feelings and process, instead of seeing it as, oh, this is gonna get me money and a lot of views, and
Like
yeah,
the
which
daddy gang will love this.
yeah,
Like that's, I
what
think,
the
that's what she
what?
calls her gang, the daddy gang.
That's a terrible name. You couldn't think of like,
We need to come up
yeah,
with a name. Like I need like armchair expert. They have like the armchairies.
the Taylor Tots.
Stop it right now.
Yeah,
I used to, so when I was growing up, sometimes it'd be called tater tot.
there you
And I
go.
like hated it though, because I was like always like shorter and a little like stumpy. And I'm like, I'm like, I feel like I look like a tater tot, like literally. And then, you get older and you realize like,
I was a
I was
Taylor
a hot
Tot.
tater tot.
Yeah,
Please, whatever.
I mean, aren't tater tots normally served hot?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. And they got
yeah,
a little crunch. They got a little bite. They got a
yeah,
little sass.
and soft in the middle.
Ryan, I think we
Yeah.
found it.
Yep. The
The
Taylor
Taylor
Tots.
tots.
Yeah.
You know what it actually is giving? Have you ever seen the Office episode,
Yeah.
Michael Scott's Tots? That
Yeah.
is so funny. Like, what a good episode. Okay, so I haven't even gotten to the freaking goodness of this,
All right,
okay?
get to the goodness of it.
So basically, no, I love that we do this. Like, it's just, hey guys, listening, remember.
We're having questions. We're talking about morality, and so like
Yes.
this is a deep podcast.
Like, if you all thought that this was just like covering pop culture takes, no, we're
I don't let this cover just be that.
No, like I try to go there with Ryan, and it's like, no, let's get to the root of what these people are saying.
This is why
what they're doing.
I dislike most social media, because it's, I mean, I will rip it apart.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, that's what we're here. That's why you're here, Ryan, to like bring us
Be
other
a
perspective.
cynical asshole. Yeah.
But no, it's good because honestly, it also makes me think deeper about all of these things. Like there's all like last week when you were like, all right, we need one more story that has a life message. Alix Earle reposts that TikTok of that woman talking about Alex Cooper in a very disparaging way. And so everyone's like, oh my gosh, like she has spoken, like clearly something happened with them. It wasn't just like they didn't want to work together. Like there's more to the story. So now the sleuths are sleuthing,
Yeah.
and they're seeing like Alix Earle commenting on things like, their posts, commenting on videos that are all like talking negatively about Alex Cooper. So the repost wasn't random. It was calculated from what, we're kind of starting to see. So here's what happened as of this morning, Ryan. Okay.
Oh, this morning. Oh,
This
that's
morning.
why the Alex Cooper Wikipedia page was updated 6 hours ago. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Because this morning, Alex Cooper responds publicly. She goes on her Instagram story and she literally is not subtle whatsoever. She means business. She looks at the camera, like straight on. And mind you, the caption of the video is at Alix Earle. Like she's tagging her. There's nothing else.
That's wild.
And she just looks directly at the camera and she's like, hey, Alex. Like she's just talking to Alex. And she's like, you've been passive aggressive, the liking, reposting videos. There's no NDA. Like no one is stopping you from speaking. Like, why don't you stop hiding behind these accounts, stop hiding behind all these videos, being passive aggressive, and just say what you want to say? Like, what do you want to say about me? And it was just like so wild.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
right?
cool.
It was like, and then this was the part of the video. It was like towards the end, but it really hit. So I actually wrote it down so I could remember exactly. But she said, I know what happened, and so do you. So talk. Unless the fake narrative that you're creating happens to be way more interesting than the truth. I have nothing to hide when it comes to you and me. Unless you actually have something to say, I'm out. This is over. So it was just like such a direct call out. And I really appreciated that because I really do. I mean, I like Alix Earle, I like Alex Cooper. If you're going to be passive aggressive and like the internet's going to talk about me, like I understand why Alex Cooper was like, you know what? I'm going to say something. This is actually putting a bad stain on my name when, like, why aren't you saying what it actually is?
Yeah.
I wish more people did this, honestly.
That's pretty badass of her. I'm
Don't
not
come
gonna
for
lie.
me.
Yeah,
Don't come
yeah.
for me.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like maybe there was an NDA. I was gonna say that maybe there's like a contract or something that happened that she can't talk about. But no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like nothing was ever directly said about it until now. And this is what's so wild about it. So here's my take on the whole thing. I've kind of already alluded to this, but I'm definitely impressed with Alex Cooper's approach. Like that is direct, that's mature. She was definitely had a tone and was sassy, but I mean, who wouldn't be? You're getting dragged through the internet. Just say it like it is. She addressed it head on. The other thing about it is that now it's almost like Alix Earle was like from the internet's perspective, kind of like on top in this whole situation because it made it
Yeah.
seem like Alex Cooper was in the wrong. Like people were just assuming the worst of Alex Cooper and not of Alix Earle. But now that Alex Cooper has like addressed it and given Alix Earle the opportunity, like, go, like, say what you want to say.
Calling
like,
her bluff. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like now, if Alix Earle does speak on it, which I'm sure she will, but like if she does, it's not like her truth. It's almost like she's reacting to being called out. And now
Yeah.
it's like now Alex Cooper like holds the upper hand.
No, she has the momentum now.
Yes.
That was a good counterattack.
100%. It was like literally a masterclass on like how to
that's
respond to
crazy.
someone
Yeah.
shading you. Like I'm just gonna talk to you directly. Like tell me what you want to say. Alix Earle will probably respond. I do believe that Alix Earle is one of those people that is super genuine and like knows her truth. And, there's probably some truth to this story that is bad on Alex Cooper's part. But now Alex Cooper she's forced her hand. She has forced it. And Alix Earle has to respond. She has to.
I think she should just continue to post more cryptic messaging.
You like that. But see, you like the mind games, Ryan.
I know. I think it would just be funny. She wouldn't win, but I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, you're like, honestly, don't bow down. Just like keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, just triple down.
And then the other thing, it's like, I feel like it's two different communication styles. It's like Alex Cooper is definitely more media trained. She's more of like a business savvy perspective, whereas Alix Earle is coming from like the influencer communication style.
I feel like that's
aggressive.
I think that's just the generational thing of, Alix Earle is 25, Alex Cooper is 31. And I feel like the people closer to my age and younger are definitely less confrontational.
Yeah.
And more passive aggressive versus like, someone like an Alex Cooper she's 31. She's definitely more like, no. I'm an adult. Like we're adults.
Like she's probably been in so many she's like had this happen probably.
Oh yeah.
So she's probably like, if you were to ask Alex Cooper like 7 years ago or however old, the differences in their ages, don't make me do the math, dear God. But like, or maybe is it 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job.
We are killing it. That's the one thing, honestly,
first grade math.
I know. That's the one thing, honestly, about serving that has helped me is with my math, my like mental math and like, having to like go through the cash in the night and like, because literally when we have to owe the house back, like if someone pays in all cash, then I have to like pay the restaurant like what their bill was.
Yeah.
I have literally, it's been so embarrassing where I've not done the math right. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, did they not tip me? Like, what is going on? And then like someone will come up and like count it. And it's like, I just counted completely wrong. I'm like, God damn it. So anyways, 6, that was good. I got the years right there. I was going to say Alex Cooper, like 6 years ago, she probably didn't handle things like she would now. She probably wasn't as direct. I mean, we've all been there. I feel like I'm just now in the last year being more direct. Even like if I say something that I'm noticing, like, wait, was that offensive? Instead of like sleeping on it and thinking like, did I hurt that person's feelings? I've gotten the habit of just being like, hey, did I offend you? Because just so you know, like, this is what I meant by that, but I'm sorry that that got taken this way. And like, that's growth. That is hashtag growth, because I swear, like, there's been so many instances where I feel like I've overthought like saying something to someone, or like, I'm like, wait, reverse. You just said something that hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna like let you just like make fun of me in front of a group of people. Like, I'm gonna say it in the moment instead of like waiting on it and letting it build, 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 build. So I do think the directness and that approach happens over time as we grow up,
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
It's
And so
age,
Alix
yeah.
is just at that stage in life of like, let's be direct, like, let's cut the bullshit. She's like, I don't have time for this. I'm running like 8 brands. Like, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Potatoes. Like I said that.
That was good.
So mind you, while all this is happening, the one thing that made me think was, while like Alex Cooper posts this video, Alix Earle is at Coachella. And she's like rooming with Jake Shane, this other like big influencer guy who I just imagine you don't know, and like her other friends. And I could just like, I wish I was a fly on the wall when that video surfaced this morning. Cause you know, they all woke up hungover, feeling like total shit. And then it's like, wait, 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 wait. Like, imagine someone's like, Alex,
Hey, you
look
might
at
want to check.
TikTok.
You might want to check your Instagram.
Yeah, you might want to check TikTok.
Yeah.
I bet you in the moment they laughed it off. They were like, oh my God, is she serious? That's so lame that she's gonna like answer it on the internet. You know, like when you're with your friends and you kind of like make it justify the situation. And then I bet you after a couple of minutes or maybe even an hour, it started to sink in like, wait, no, I just got called out on the internet.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see how this unfolds.
This is interesting. See, this one I find more interesting
You do?
than the other one. Not that this is like, anything of importance in terms of the scheme of like this is this will never affect my life whether or not found out about it. But I think it's interesting, at least, of like now I'm curious what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and don't worry. Next week, you will be getting an update, which reminds me, this is how we're going to wrap today, you all. And I feel even crazy that I keep writing this down every single week, but we have to update you, Ryan,
Oh no.
on Scamanda.
Oh God.
This will be quick. So basically, since we last talked, she had done her joint statement. We had heard from her and West, and we didn't really hear from them, though, other than the fact that like they announced something might have been happening, right? Like, that's where we left off. And everyone's talking about them, even including the New York City mayor, David Spade. Now, as of 2 days ago, Saturday, Amanda Batula, she basically posts a story on her Instagram of like her dog. And then the text says, and basically I'm paraphrasing, like, just so you all know, I know that what I did was really bad. I affected lives. I affected people. I'm very sorry, but I need to go back to a state of like normalcy. Like, just so you know, I'm going to be posting things. I'm going to be going out and about. Like, basically almost just like warning us, because that night she's spotted out at a bar with West.
Yeah.
It's
She's
like,
saying, hey, I know what I did is bad. I don't care.
exactly. It's like, just so you all know,
Yeah.
I know that you all are thinking, if you see me tonight out, it looks bad. So let me cover it up before I do it. Like, let
Yeah.
me like make it not look so bad. So everybody calls her out. Like, they just know. They're like, are you joking? Like, you literally, like, do you think we're stupid? Like, it's just like the decisions she's making, Ryan, are so not sound and just so not the person we knew the last 10 years.
I mean, I'm gonna be
So,
honest. These are reality TV stars. I don't think they're coming from like the brightest, most logical bunches.
okay, yes. And I know that, yeah, like I could understand that. But if you watch these people, like Amanda's been kind of known for being like super emotionally intelligent, the way she communicates, like, so it's just shocking. But I guess, yeah, from someone from your perspective, you're like, are you that shocked, Taylor? Like, figure it
These
out
are people. Yeah, all they do is they just what do they do on the show? They just sit around and cause drama.
and party and drink.
Yeah.
They drink Loverboy, her ex-husband's drink company,
Oh,
which
my
Loverboy, if you're
favorite. Yeah.
listening, they have a non-alcoholic drink now. Like, we got to be drinking that on the show. And like, I think I could promote the hell out of NA Loverboy, because like, I'm not a stereotypical, here I am thinking I'm like so unique, but I'm not a stereotypical not drinking person. Like, I go out and people think I'm drunk. So it's like, I'm a Kyle Cook sober.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I want to drink something called Loverboy.
Don't say that. Bleep, bleep. You guys, Ryan said he wants to drink
I
anything
love
called Loverboy.
Loverboy.
Yeah,
It's my
he wants Loverboy.
favorite beverage.
Yes, no.
Espresso martini is my favorite drink.
Come on, you would be all over a limoncello on a hot sunny day in Florida.
Okay, passion fruit guava does sound very good. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite combo of drinks.
We're gonna convert you. We're gonna convert you into a Loverboy.
Boy.
Okay, so they also have THC drinks if that interests you called Flower Boy.
I don't want. THC gives me panic attacks.
Okay, so I'll just send it to me. Send it to Wisconsin. It's not legal here, so if you can get it through the border, that'd be great.
We have THCA here, which is like somehow legal, but not. It's not, but it is.
Yes, we have like those drinks at the bars. I think it's like Delta 9 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they do have those at the bars here. But yeah, basically my whole take on the situation with Amanda is like, you can't post something and ask, like, I think she's asked for privacy or asked for, like privacy during this time. And it's like, then you go to Blind Tiger. Like, apparently it's like a very happening bar in New York City. You should ask AJ what Blind Tiger's all about.
Blind Tiger.
But she went there on a Saturday night with the guy. It's just like so wild the way she's thinking and acting and doing things. That is the latest on Scamanda. I told you it would be short. That was the shortest I could possibly do. And that's where we're at, Ryan.
Damn. She's a blind tiger. Yeah.
You and like the puns and the sayings. Like I've
always been punny.
You just hit.
That wasn't even punny. That wasn't even good. Just saying she was blind.
You're like, that's not even my best, guys. I promise. Like, I can do better.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
No,
I get stopped for a pun every other sentence you say, but I choose not to.
No, literally, you're like, I'm gonna hold back.
I could be so much worse.
Hold back.
Yeah,
No.
I bite my tongue.
Please always do. No, don't bite your tongue. I'm saying please always say what you're feeling, which is why I love you and adore you. So, you guys, that is this week's episode. We just covered mostly these pop culture things that are covering our minds.
The morality of pop culture.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, the morality. Because we're not just going to give you the stories. We're not here just to tell you about what's happening. It's like, no, but what's actually happening in here? Like, what is happening that,
is it good that it's happening?
This?
Yeah.
All you have to do, though, if you're ever wondering who you are, what you want in life, what is happening in the world around you, all you have to do is believe.
I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
I'm so predictable. Oh, gosh. Well, thank you all for listening to another week with Rye Guy and I. I always have so much fun with you, Ryan, and I'm actually not sweating as much. I feel like last week I divulged like a lot more about myself than I did this week. So maybe next week we will.
We need a tell-all.
A tell-all.
Yeah. How about we have co-hosts Alix and Alex as our co-hosts to interview you.
Yeah. I think I need Alex Cooper to like pry. I need like her to like really get into my soul.
Give you softball questions. What flavor ice cream do you like?
Cookie dough. All day.
That's the deepest where we'll go.
Every day. Cookie dough ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream flavor, Ryan?
I don't even know. Don't forget my dad
had an ice cream.
My dad had an ice cream shop.
You know how to make ice cream.
Yeah.
So it could be anything.
We had weird flavors. So
I remember trying them.
Did you?
Yes,
when?
you had them in your freezer in your apartment in Chicago.
Oh, right.
We like wrapped an episode and I was treated with your food and your ice cream and it was always such a joy.
Yes, I do remember this.
And I would be like, was what I said okay? Are you sure? Should I keep that? Should I cut that? And you're like, literally, here you go. I'm gonna feed you so you stop talking. Finally.
That's a good way. That's a good method.
That is a good method. All right. Well, I hope you all have a fabulous week. And please comment your takes on everything that we've covered and talked about. What is one question, I guess, we want to ask people out of like the main takeaway?
What cult of personality are you in?
Yes. What cult are you in? We need to know what cults.
Are you Team Tool or Team Taylor?
Who is somebody, celebrity, show, character, phenomenon that you follow that just tickles your fancy? I've always wanted to say that.
Beyond tickles your fancy.
Yeah, beyond.
You live and breathe it.
Yes. You're like, don't ever use that phrase again because it didn't make sense. Also, do you use evoke or provoke? Which word? Because I don't trust the internet. I don't trust that what I was saying was wrong, okay? It felt too right.
I think I'm pretty sure it's a folk.
All right, everybody have a great rest of your week. We already said all this.
Yeah,
All right,
you
ta-ta.
already signed out.
I signed out like 7 times.
Yeah.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye, Taylor Tots.
Bye, Taylor Tots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let us know if Taylor Tots is a good name.
That would be good for merch. Bunch of tater tot merch with your face on it.
Oh my God. Me
Little
as a
plushie.
tater tot?
Little plushie.
Wait, and then like, those like squishmallows?
Exactly. Just you
Precisely.
in tater tot form.
Tunnel vision is what we have, okay? We're climbing through that cringe tunnel, and at the end is a Taylor Tot squishmallow. Oh, the future is bright, guys. The
Yeah.
future is bright. All right,
The
on that
future
note.
bright, and it's golden and crispy as well.
Wait, that's who our sponsor needs to be is Ore-Ida.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like tater tots, or like what's like the main tater tot brand? I don't know. My cheeks hurt right now because I've been
Idaho
laughing so hard.
potatoes, probably. I don't know. Get
Oh,
the
gosh.
state of Idaho to sponsor us.
I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yeah,
People have brands. We have states.
yeah.
Like, who are you trying to fool? Okay. All right. Well, everybody, ta-ta for now. For real. This is the final goodbye.
Yeah.
And if you're ever needing more of us, catch up on the last couple episodes if you're just joining us now. And also, there's plenty of episodes where I've done interviews and just a lot of things on Taylor Takes social medias. Have a good week.
You too. All right,
Bye.
bye.